Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So again, we're looking at story protocol or the IP token. I do usually cover this coin on a monthly basis. The reason being is that I just like what they are doing. So anyways, that doesn't mean that you have to like them. So I will just explain what it is. We'll look at their different we'll look at some of the news. We'll also look at some of the stats, and we'll also look at the price action. And if you're only interested in the price action, you can just go to the end. Now, if you don't know what the IP is, it is a purpose built layer 1 blockchain designed specifically for intellectual property. So basically what they are doing, they are registering an IP on chain. So basically, and users can also add terms and do different things as well. So if we just go here, this is how the app look like, or the IP portal. What you can do, you can just upload an IP. It can be music, a video, or even images, as you can see here, and you can also remix it from other derivatives or other things. And after that, you can set your terms and do other things as well. So you can also add contributors and do a lot of things. Now overall, this is I think really practical thing that they are doing. They are basically tokenizing the biggest market out there, as the IP is one of the biggest thing in the market, even if you look here, even if you look at the other things. Now what it does, it basically allows users to use the IP, and it also the whoever basically lends the IP does get some of the revenue. So I think that's a big win for both of them. Now to do anything on the IP network, you do need an IP token or IP coin, because this is a layer 1. So that is a big thing going on for the IP. Now you can also stake the token as well, and it doesn't have a max supply, as you can see here. And if we look at its supply, it does have an inflation that comes from the staking. Now its initial supply was around 1 billion, and this is how it was distributed. So basically they gave out like 2.2, around 384 million to community plus ecosystem, and initial incentives were like 100 million. Foundation got 100 million, and early backers did get around 216 million, and the core contributors got around 200 million. So as of now, the early backers and the core contributors have not received a single IP token. They will continue, they will get their tokens in Feb of 2026. So that is when things could actually get rough for, I think, for the IP, because that is when this additional sell pressure could start impacting the IP token. But as of now, that is not the case. So as we are in the earth season, there's a pretty good chance that IP could run really high. We'll talk about it at the end. If you're interested, you can just go to the end. Now if we look at the other things, this is where you can actually stake. They don't have that, they have like 39 validators, and this is the base APR, so you will get like 6.84, and as of now 464.5 million IPR staked. And I think it does include some of these logged tokens. That means they are probably taking profit as well from these additional staking rewards. That is something you should know. Anyways, this is how it looks like. You can also do the staking and do other things as well. So if you're holding this coin, I think it is better to stake it. Now as you can see here, the staked amount is going up, so that means the demand for the token is slowly going up. So I'd say that's pretty good. Now if we talk about the assets, they have a lot of assets as you can see here, and this is their explorer. This is for their IPs. As you can see here, you can actually search a lot of things here, and this is for the blockchain. Now the only thing as of now that is not that good for the IP as of now is most likely their numbers. They have not seen that much growth in the last like 3 months. So if you look here, number of accounts were around 700k, 717k, and now it's around 777k. The growth is not that big, and even if you look at the active accounts, they have remained, I would say, they have remained flat or something like that. As you can see, around 200k or around 2.5k daily active accounts. It's not that high, and the new accounts have gone down as well, so it's not that high as well. Now it has started to see a bit of a life. As you can see here, in just like 2 days it actually went to 600 new accounts daily. So I think if the new accounts do go up, there's a pretty good chance that the token could actually go up as well. Now these are the transactions. The transactions have remained flat as well, not that many. As you can see here, we don't have a growth, so that's what I'm looking at. Now overall, it seems like that the IP has remained in just IP has not seen that much growth in last 3 months. Still they are growing, but it's just not that much. Anyways, now if we talk about some news, the biggest news I would say they had recently is that they basically hired a new chief AI officer. So he does have, I would say, a pretty good portfolio. As you can see here, he is a professor at UT Austin, focusing on Gen AI, robotics, and distributed systems. So he's also an ex-NASA researcher. So it should be pretty good for the IP, I think, in the future. So I think overall this is a pretty big win as well. Now if we talk about the TVL, so this is how it looks like. Let me just, we have this. So this is how it looks like. Let me just open it up and see what we have here. So I think their TVL has been also going up slowly. That's what I think that they posted. So you can see here, after hitting a high of like 31 million, it has started to go up. So I would say still this is a pretty good win. Now if you look at their liquidity stacking is taking off. We have Vario, which is their liquidity stacking. Basically you get additional rewards from the IP staking, and they are up like a lot. And their RWA is also doing pretty well, and it should be more than 22 million, I think. So it just doesn't show it here. Overall, I think their TVL or their DeFi is doing fairly well. Now if you talk about the token itself, this is how it looks like. It just had a massive recovery from hitting its lowest, like around 2.4. So as of now, I think it is trying to break above this level, so which is going to be like, I think, this one. So if it is able to flip like 6.3 to 6.6, if it does flip this resistance, I think there's a pretty good chance it could actually go as high as like 7.9. It is a possibility. And if somehow the alt season continues, I think it will most likely trade, if it flips this resistance around 6.6, I think it will most likely trade for some days around 7.9 to like 6.6, and after that, if it does flip this resistance, I think it can go higher. I think it will most likely trade some days here, and after that it should go up. But again, for that it does needs to break above 6.6. Now the potential thing for this coin that I'm looking at would be the Binance listing. The token is available on the Binance Future, but it's not available on Binance Spot. So if the Binance announces listing, I think this coin can actually take off. Now even if you look at its market cap, it's around 1.7 billion. It is a layer 1, and it did have a pretty good launch. So as of now, it is trying to go near its all-time high market cap, which is around 1.75 billion or 1.78 billion. And if you look at its price is not that close, and I think that has to do most likely with some staking rewards, but I don't think that actually matters that much. But again, I think it is trying to hit its new all-time high. But if it does go as high as 7.9, that is very strong resistance, so it can reject from there as well, and it can go back to 6.6, or even if it rejects from like 6.6, I think it can go lower. But overall, I think the trend line that it should be follow is this one. So eventually, I think as of now it's in the uptrend, as you can see here. So if the token does ever go down, I think this is the trend line that it should follow. So let's say that there is a big market crash, and I think it will most likely retest around like $3 or even 2.5 if that happens as of now. Anyways, this was it. I hope you like the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching. And I think I did miss something. So if you are trying to trade this coin as of now, and the best entries, let's just try to look at it from the February retracement. So if you're planning to get this coin, I think the best entry would be around 3.1 or even like 3.8 or 3.9 or even 4.2 should be pretty good. But as of now, we do need some correction. It's just going up, so I think it has to do with Ethereum. Ethereum is just hitting new all-time high. Sorry, Ethereum is going for its new all-time high, so we'll see what happens. But as of now, alts are pretty strong, and this one is also a really strong one, so let's see what happens. Anyways, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.